Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 8 struggles only INTPs will understand. Make sure to watch each one and find out if you have any of them. If the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator assessed you as an INTP, Logician Analyst personality type, chances are you have some life struggles that are very common for you, but not so much for other personality types. INTPs are unique individuals, and with that rarity comes a lot of challenges. Being different makes the INTP feel different from the rest of the world, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The INTP finds that the majority of difficulties they face are challenges that they enjoy taking on, but there are some things that eventually become tiresome for them. You should undoubtedly be aware of your biggest struggles, since their recognition will help you in overcoming them, allowing you to better design your life and achieve personal growth. Here are 8 struggles only INTPs will understand. Number 1. Alienation. INTPs require a lot of alone time, which can make them feel alienated at times. They may find themselves immersed in this seclusion for extended periods of time, which may cause them to feel isolated from others in the future. This might be daunting for INTPs, especially since they don't want to be fully isolated from others. They require a lot of alone time, but this does not imply that they desire to be lonely all the time. The INTP has a hard time letting people in, thus this distance is something they create for themselves at times. This is a problem that the Logician faces throughout their lives, especially when they desire to be more open and connected. They may strive to modify this at times, finding methods to connect and not feel so isolated, but the INTP struggles with this throughout their lives. Number 2. Big ambitions, but no motivation. INTPs are visionaries with vivid and active inner imaginations, and as a result, they frequently have lofty ambitions. They come up with a slew of new ideas and are genuinely enthralled by the various possibilities. While the INTP has lofty ambitions, motivation might be a challenge for them. The INTPs fully immerse themselves in a task. They quickly become bored and lose motivation to complete it. When the Logician can't seem to find the motivation to follow through on their wonderful ideas and plans, it can be stressful. INTPs are visionaries and incredibly creative individuals with so many options available to them. The world can be entirely open to them. While the INTP's brains and sense of reasoning can make them capable of almost anything, their attention span may be a stumbling block. Lacking the will to get down to business and accomplish these undertakings can be a source of frustration and hardship for INTPs. Number 3. Obliviousness. INTPs have been dubbed the most naive of all personality types, particularly when it comes to their romantic relationships. INTPs have a tendency to live in their thoughts, and as a result, they may be oblivious to their surroundings and the people in their lives. Logicians are infamous for failing to notice nonverbal clues in their interactions with others. INTPs aren't as skilled at reading people as an INFJ or ESTP might be. Because they are typically lost in their own world, INTPs make less eye contact and do not check their surroundings, which could be part of the reason. When it comes to people, particularly loved ones, INTPs may be reprimanded for failing to see or respond to their needs, which is sometimes misinterpreted as a lack of caring or willful neglect. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Making decisions. INTPs may struggle to make crucial decisions because they are a thinking and prospecting personality type. They prefer to analyze their alternatives carefully and gather as much information as possible before committing to anything when they have a variety of fascinating and viable options accessible to them. INTPs, unlike judging types, can become particularly stuck in the decision-making process because, as perceivers, they prefer to keep their options open and may lengthen the contemplation process endlessly as they make a comparison, study, and elevate pros and cons, sometimes to an obsessive degree. Judging types like INTJ and INFJ can be highly analytical when making decisions, but they tend to have a clearer idea of what they want and are more likely to make and stick to decisions until they fail, but INTPs usually take too much time to make a final decision. Number 5. Stubbornness. INTPs usually have no idea how they could possibly be wrong. They're even more irritated when someone tells them they're wrong and then they have to wait an eternity for the other person to realize why they were correct in the first place. As a result, an INTP might be abrasive and stubborn at times. They are very determined to do the things just like they want. Number 6. Trusting issues. INTPs are known for their skepticism, which leads them to question the motives of the majority of individuals. When getting to know someone, the INTP may find it difficult to completely open up or trust them. The INTP has a hard time not being suspicious of others, especially when it comes to romantic relationships. While they desire to be connected to others, they are rarely willing to be vulnerable. INTPs frequently question the motives of others around them, and they may be concerned that someone is not being totally truthful. This suspicious disposition is a challenge since it can prevent INTPs from ever fully getting close to others, even when they want to. They try their hardest to discover ways to become closer, but it's difficult to do when you don't trust people. The INTP struggles with this throughout their lives, and their skeptical attitude can be a great challenge for them. Number 7. Social awkwardness. The INTP lacks natural people skills, and their timidity frequently prevents them from having the relationships they desire. INTPs who battle with their extroverted feeling are prone to feeling self-conscious, out of place, and misunderstood by others. Even though being alone is simple and comfortable for INTPs, they may experience feelings of loneliness from time to time. INTPs frequently struggle with anxiety and social shyness as a result of a fear of being evaluated and rejected. When they become self-conscious and confused of how to conduct or act among people, it can be quite difficult for them not to appear strange or awkward. At the same time, in both purposeful and unintended ways, this discomfort can contribute to INTP's usual charm and humor. Logicians may learn how to share and communicate themselves more naturally with time and effort, without embarrassment. Number 8. Fear of being misunderstood. INTPs are frequently misunderstood by others, owing to the way their thoughts work. The INTP finds it difficult to explain or articulate themselves to others, and this poses a challenge in their lives. Even when the logician wishes to express a notion or emotion, it might be difficult for others to understand. Because the INTP's cognitive process can go in so many different directions, most individuals are unable to follow these various courses. Because it's difficult for the INTP to articulate how they know something, people are hesitant to trust them unless they've been proven wrong. The INTP's great intuition aids them in finding solutions and answers to issues, but not everyone believes them, which is eventually their flaw. While it is the person who makes the mistake of ignoring the INTP who suffers, the INTP is rarely given the credit they deserve for being correct all along. This might make the INTP feel isolated, especially when it comes to relationships. They never truly feel as if they can adequately express their emotional states in ways that others can comprehend. Because of this, INTPs can be perceived as frigid, especially if they aren't overtly expressive. In reality, they are naturally frigid individuals, while some INTPs value long-term relationships and finding someone who can accept and adore them. This is why they struggle to feel so misinterpreted, especially when they want people to understand them. This is one of the biggest struggles only INTPs will understand. These videos will be really helpful for you.